It's the OCG Fam Show. Can you, would you, should you use SLF-100 in your foliar or just as a foliar? Let's talk about it. Hey there, Bob from Oregon's Constant Garden. I'm going to get a coffee. Welcome to the OCG Fam Show to you, my YouTube buddies. What's going on? Let me know in the comments. We'll talk about it after the show. So right now, let's just get into the show. So SLF-100, we had a question about this on the last viewer questions episode. Can you use this as a foliar? Would you, could you, should you? And I thought Scott had a pretty good answer to that. So I'd like you to watch the clip about it, and I'll talk to you after. Richard Allen, can SLF-100 be used in foliar?
Sure.
Would you, could you, should you?
You can. Whether or not you should is up to you. And if you do, the benefit is you're putting life on the leaf surface. So there's a few things that can happen there. They can help prevent spore form mildews or molds from landing or consuming. They can slow down pathogen excitement, or a lot of times plants get triggered to grow through a pathogen through the foliage, and a lot of times this SLF can put little guards on the soil, if you will, to protect from pathogens from landing there and taking off. When I saw that question, I decided to reach out to Newton just to be like, hey, give me your overly scientific explanation on why it's so beneficial. And he texted me back an answer. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Inoculation of the phylosphere with good microbiome to set plant up for a good immune system. That's what you do it for, right? And then he says, epiphytic microbes living on or endophytic residing in leaf material are both found in SLF. Adding to a foliar feed, in my opinion, would just help steer the direction of the microbes in a positive way.
Is this, to simplify that, is when you're running hydro and you mix the SLF with your mixture to keep the roots clean, is it somewhat akin to that, would you think, that you just kind of keep the thing from, you're helping it not to get that? But I mean, we're certainly not saying this is an insecticide.
No, or a fungicide.
Yeah.
It is, it's promoting plant health, it's promoting stomata health, it's promoting the plant to be able to defend itself from these other issues. So with all things healthy for the plant, they tend to make the plant healthier to the point where pests and mildew can't really take over on them. Okay. Now, not to say that they can't or won't, it just becomes the toughest meal in the house to eat. Okay. And so, why not? But yeah, it wouldn't hurt. And really, if you mix that in with a couple other microbial products like, even Photo Plus being a photosynthetic reaction bacteria, I mean, adding those life forms on the leaves are not going to harm the foliage at all, and all they're going to do is defend against airborne pathogens and potential, pest problems.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. So you probably wouldn't spray SLF on there, but you probably would put some SLF in with your Photo Plus for your foliar. Compost tea foliar feeding is. There's never been a problem with that. So I haven't foliar fed with SLF personally. Not to say that why not, but I have so many foliar feeding recipes in my regime right now that I'm not lacking. Would you avoid doing that when you're doing some sort of feeding foliar feeding kind of like feeding like with your Nectar products? You'd still put it in there? Like even if you're doing some Poseidonzyme or something like that, or whatever you'd be doing. As a foliar feed? Yeah. It wouldn't hurt that. Okay. It's not going to slow it down from being absorbed, that's for sure. All right. Okay, what do you think of that? Informative, entertaining, helpful? Have you used SLF as a foliar? Have you thought about using it? Questions, comments about that? Or any other foliar, or anything at all? Throw in the comments and we'll talk about it. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. The OCG Fam Show, it's pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCG Fam Show. See you tomorrow.